It was a night like any other on the set of American Idol, or so Ryan Seacrest thought. The cameras were rolling, the audience was hyped, and the contestants were delivering their best. But something felt off. It started subtly, a misplaced microphone, a prop out of its usual spot. Small things that could be easily dismissed as the usual chaos of live television. But then the pranks escalated. The unsettling start. First, during a commercial break, Ryan's meticulously organized cue cards went missing, only to reappear moments later in a jumbled mess, forcing him to ad-lib the next segment. He chuckled it off, blaming it on the show's notoriously playful crew. "All right, who's the wise guy?" he called out, scanning the familiar faces, but everyone offered innocent shrugs. Later, his usually perfectly chilled water bottle was replaced with a warm, slightly salty concoction. A minor inconvenience, perhaps, but enough to furrow his brow. This wasn't just playful banter, it felt targeted. Escalation and unease. The next few days brought a series of increasingly elaborate and unnerving incidents. Ryan's dressing room, usually a sanctuary of calm, became a stage for bizarre occurrences. His clothes would be found neatly folded but inside out, or his shoes would be filled with packing peanuts. One morning, he walked in to find a life-sized cardboard cutout of himself propped up in his chair, staring blankly ahead. He initially suspected Simon Cowell, given their long-standing playful rivalry, but Simon's alibi was ironclad. He was across the country filming. The pranks spilled over onto the live show. During a tense elimination, as Ryan dramatically opened an envelope, a small confetti cannon hidden within it exploded, showering him with glitter and tiny plastic spiders. The audience roared with laughter, mistaking it for an intentional gag, but Ryan's smile was strained. He felt a shiver of genuine unease. This was no longer just a joke, it was starting to feel personal, almost vindictive. The meticulous planning, the ability to bypass security, the sheer audacity of it all. It was impressive, yes, but also deeply unsettling. The hunt for the culprit. Ryan began to actively investigate. He questioned crew members, security personnel, even the catering staff. Everyone denied involvement, their faces a mixture of confusion and amusement. He reviewed security footage, but every time something happened, the cameras seemed to malfunction or offer only blurry, inconclusive images. It was as if the prankster knew every blind spot, every loophole. The mystery intensified his anxiety. Who could be doing this? And more importantly, why? Was it a disgruntled former employee? A superfan with an odd sense of humor? The possibilities swirled in his mind, each one more perplexing than the last. The constant vigilance, the feeling of being watched, began to wear him down. He found himself double-checking everything, from his microphone to the set props, before going live. The climax of the caper. The peak of the prankster's audacity came during a segment where Ryan was supposed to interview a contestant backstage. As he reached for the microphone, a remote-controlled toy car, equipped with a tiny speaker, zoomed past his feet, blaring a recording of his own voice singing off-key. He visibly flinched, a genuine gasp escaping him. For a moment, the usually unflappable host looked utterly bewildered, his polished composure crumbling. The cameras caught his authentic reaction, a blend of shock, frustration, and a hint of fear. The audience, still unaware of the depth of his torment, found it hilarious. But for Ryan, it was the moment the fun ended. He was genuinely spooked. The feeling of being targeted, of having his professional life disrupted by an unseen, unknown entity, was profoundly unsettling. The unresolved mystery. Despite his best efforts, the identity of the prankster remained a complete mystery. The incidents eventually tapered off as abruptly as they began, leaving Ryan with a lingering sense of bewilderment. To this day, the great idol prankster remains an unsolved enigma in his career. While he can now laugh about some of the more absurd incidents, a part of him still wonders who was behind it all and what their true intentions were. It was a period that genuinely rattled the seasoned host, proving that even the most prepared personalities can be caught off guard by an unseen force.